So the Democratic Party is just a branch of feminism. Um, it's the same logic, same stupid arguments, same emotional, and like everything's emotional when it comes to democratic policies. It's all feelings and niceties, and there's a lot of people who are like, it's the Democratic Party isn't the women's party. It's not the feminist party. Yes, it is. There's no reason to get fucking offended by that. That's the party that feminists chose, and that party chose feminists. They work together so much that that party just is the feminist branch of the government. It happens. It's natural evolution. But because of it, that's why it's got all these problems now, because women are great as mothers, as wives, as partners, as friends. They fill a gap that men can't fill in society. And that's beautiful about them. The caring, the nurturing, all of that is great at a very small level. Like in the house, in the neighborhood, around your neighbor's kids or around your kids or your nieces and nephews, uh, uh, women are 100% needed in those situations. It helps men go and solve whatever the problem was and get it taken care of and know that everybody's safe. It's beautiful. It's how we work together. But feminists are at that, like, we don't need no men. We're in charge. We can do everything better than men. Girl power, go Shira, ya mentality. Where we're just like men. And there's too much emotion. Even the most cold, calculating woman is never going to be as successful as just a male counterpart, because she's still got way too emotion in her decisions. And I'm going to tell you a story right now to prove it. And it's a story that a lot of men in relationships with women, and even some of you women in relationships with women, might be able to identify with. And then just think about the process of the story, and then overlap that on real life politics. Okay? So, I'm sure this has happened to a lot of you. Say, live in an area with a bunch of squirrels. Now, women, for some reason, some of them will like little tiny animals, and some of them will like bugs, but usually not. A majority of them hate snakes, hate bugs, and hate animals. So, let's say a squirrel breaks into your house. Squirrels are cute, but it is a pest, and it's in your house. And she just saw it in the house. And her first reaction is to scream bloody murder, as if that thing was coming to kill her, which gets your attention. You grab the nearest weapon, you come in to save the woman you love, to see a cute little squirrel, and she's like, oh my God, it's coming for me. So you're like, fuck it, and you go to kill it, and then she yells at you, stop! You can't kill it, it has a family and kids. What the fuck am I supposed to do with it? I don't care about its family and kids. Or take it outside. Try to chase it outside. Pick it up. So now, all right, fine. I got to figure out how to pick up this thing that might have rabies instead of just killing it and using a shovel. Okay, fine. Now I'm going through the house looking for ways to protect myself from getting bit or scratched so I don't get rabies, because I don't want to spend the next fucking 8 months getting a giant needle stuck in my stomach. Fuck that. I got better things to do. Why are you taking so long? It's still in the house. It's staring at me. It's going to kill me. You want to say, just stay away from it. It might have rabies. But that would be the wrong thing to say. It would be smart to a man. A guy might get tired of me like, fuck it, I'm going to try and get it. And you say, stay away from it. It might have rabies. Then he's like, okay, then that's probably why he's taking so long to come back down here. He's looking for something. A woman, you tell her that, she's just going to scream more. Scream more. Ah! That might kill me even harder. That's her reaction and her solution to the problem. So you finally find like Maybe you find like a fucking a metal, like a paint bucket. Oh, you can't take him out in that. It's inhumane. It's probably he might get hurt being in that metal. You need to find something soft. Why do you keep creating problems to the solution, the original solution? I kill it. This would already be over. Now it's I'm trying to save it the wrong way. Eventually it'll be like she'll go outside waiting for you to figure out how to safely and humanely catch this thing that might have rabies and bite you. What do I use? Pillows? If I use the pillows, she's going to yell at me about how we have to burn the pillows because it touched that thing, so I can't use the pillows. I can't use a towel because the only option I have is my own clothes. And it better be something I bought for myself, because if she bought it for me, it'll be, why do you hate me? Like, so what the fuck am I supposed to do about this? She's outside. Well, oh my god, the trees are way far away. He doesn't have to go way over there, because there's bad things. I saw eagles the other day, and I think there's bears out there. Babe, you should build like a birdhouse for squirrels. Build a birdhouse for squirrels so they don't have to go that far away. If they're close to us, they could get back in the house. Well, you could just patch up the holes, can't you? Now, take that entire story that I just told you. Take that same mentality. Overlap it on, I don't know, a political issue right now. Say, immigration, foreign wars, and you just overlap that entire story over the entire narrative they've been giving you about these political ideals that the Democratic Party is having. It's a problem until you try to make the solution. Then the solution becomes the problem until the problem isn't the problem anymore. The squirrel was never the problem. The problem was I wasn't doing anything about the squirrel. And as soon as I started doing something about the squirrel, I was creating problems in my solutions. Okay, well, I'll get rid of the squirrel. Well, you can't do that. Okay, well, then I'll move the squirrel. Well, you can't do that. It doesn't have anywhere nice to go. Okay, well, I'll build a place for the squirrel to go, and then I'll move it in there. Well, you can't do that either. You can't just force them to live in a place that you built for them to be. You can't do that. You have to allow them to live wherever they want. Okay, well, then I'm going to leave them in the house. Well, you can't do that either because I live in this house. See, it's that circular rules for me, but not for thee mentality that your wife has when it comes to getting a pest out of your fucking house is the same mentality the Democratic Party has. The Democratic Party is just a branch of the feminist movement at this point. That's why you get the dumbest blue-haired weirdos that follow this because they're just indoctrinated. All they know is that if they don't get what they want, it's a bad thing. And they want everything without having to do anything for it. You've got people in California talking about how California used to belong to Mexico and these people aren't illegals, they deserve to be here. Those same people have Ukrainian flag pins and Ukrainian flags in their bios, not realizing that the whole war between Russia and Ukraine is because Russia says that Ukraine used to be part of Russia and Russia wants it back. And Ukraine is like, no, we're our own sovereign country. And you're in California fighting ICE, who are there to prove that we are our own sovereign country, because California used to belong to Mexico, so Mexicans can't be illegal. You'd be fighting yourself in fucking the Ukraine-Russia war. Like, if you went over there and took a side, you'd have to take Russia's side. but you're wearing a Ukrainian pin. And you're in Los Angeles waving a Mexican flag. You're an entitled piece of shit. The entire Democratic Party is that. The Democratic Party I grew up in the 90s is not the party. No. The Republicans took that place. I'm still a moderate. Even in some of my thoughts, Republicans think I'm fucking too fucking liberal. But I'm so, because I have a conservative thought, that makes me right-wing to the actual liberals now. So, yeah, you guys got problems. You got a lot of fucking problems. Common sense has flown the coop. This is what happens when women run the government. Women shouldn't even run a house. It's proven on a daily basis with stay-at-home single moms who can't afford to pay the bills because they're getting their nails and their hair did. And now they're online bitching about how EBT isn't paying for their hair and their nails. It shouldn't have been anyway. Child support isn't paying for it. Child support is for children, not you. You should have a job and make enough money to provide a home and food to your kids without having to touch any of your kids' money. The money that comes to them is for school projects and clothes and toys and fun trips. That's what child support's for. To be able to have custody, according to almost every child protective service in every state, to be able to have custody of a child, you need to be able, on your own, to provide a house, electricity, lights, a bed, food, and some sort of entertainment. Doesn't have to be a TV or a tablet, but you better be taking them outside and playing with them for fucking 2 or 3 hours a day. You have to provide that before you can even have custody of your own kids. So, why is this even a thing in the fucking, when it comes to single moms or paternity court? If CPS gets involved and CPS says, hey, for you to have custody, you have to have these things or you can't have custody. But then again, CPS also is heavily gendered. There are things in America that are heavily gendered. Everybody tries to say gender is a construct, but then you take advantage of the things that are gendered. Looking at you, Democratic Party. Looking at your vaginas. Anyway, I don't even know how to close this rant out. I just knew how to start it, and it just kept going. And it has become a different fucking beast. I don't even know what to call this. But, yeah. There are women in my life that are the best. Like, I love women. Just, I wouldn't trust you to do things. It's two different things. I wouldn't trust you to make a decision that's in everybody's best interest. I wouldn't. It would be in your best interest. Because that's how 100% of women make 100% of their decisions. They are selfish creatures by nature, which helps in a family setting because selfish creatures want to take care of their family because they're selfish. It's theirs. But when you put a selfish person in front of millions and millions of people, taking care of the family, it's an afterthought. You're selfish. Now you want to take care of yourself for your millions and millions of people. Because who knows? Maybe I'll get rich someday. Yeah, good luck. So, same thing. I did a video earlier. Women broke the hot crazy scale the wrong way. Like, they didn't do it the right way. They broke it. The hot crazy scale, you'd think, if you're a 10 in looks, but you're also a 10 in crazy, you'd want to break the scale by going, fuck, I should probably start being a sane person. That will make me even more desirable. So Go from a 10 in looks to a 1 in crazy. No, they broke it the other way. Everybody's a 10. We're all in looks 10 now. Which, any woman that tells you that, she's not telling you how hot she is. She is telling you how crazy she is. Yes, ma'am, you are a 10. You look like a troll, but you're a 10. I fucking believe you. You're a 10 on the crazy scale. I don't know how to finish this.